Another installment in our series on where to launch model rockets here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are at Desert Foothills Park today, just south of South Mountain, which is right over my shoulder. We are going to take a look at this place. There is a launch field and a baseball field right below this area, and it's kind of on a slope, and a recovery area to the south. So we'll take a look around here and see where we can launch rockets and put one up in the air to see how they fly and go from there. Okay, approaching the launching field, Desert Foothills Park, from the parking area. Parking lot here. And then you have a little bit of a hook into the recovery area, but there's a little bit of a downslope here to get to the field. Definitely restrooms here if you need them. No fly area up here. All the fly area is down this hill, this slope here. Once you hit this fence, it's rocket flying time. Standing on the south edge of this park, baseball field, soccer fields, wide open grass area here. Looking north, you can see South Mountain in the background here. All of the radio towers at the top. And this area is wide open for flying, all grass, good soft landing areas. All the distractions off to the side, like light standards, tall trees, roads, backstops. Everything is a ways away. You'd have to be very skillful to get your rocket tangled up in any of the light standards. It's obviously possible. I recommend streamers at almost any city park when you're using A and B motors. And you will be safe. And then to the south is recovery area. It's undeveloped out here, but there are lots of bushes, small ones. That tree there is probably 25 feet tall. The deeper you get in towards the entrance road to the south, the higher the trees are, but it is recovery area here. Standing on the north edge of the park, looking south, give you a view from here. Fields. There actually is a little recovery area over here as well. There's, you can see light poles up at the top here. That's where the road is. And this gravel area in the hill is recovery area. There's a ditch here, but it's empty right now. On the northeastern corner, there's some trees that are 50, 100, 75 feet tall. With the light standard, you want to avoid this corner here. But it will give you plenty of clearance if you just stay out in the middle of this thing and aim to recover to the south. Standing about in the center of Desert Foothills Park, looking south to the recovery area. Baseball diamond, we're about center field here to the fence, if there was one. Looking west, looking north, South Mountain up there. A few mansions at the top of the hill for your audience if anybody happens to be outside checking out your launches. Good big field. An overhead view of Desert Foothills Park. I'll show you the dimensions of this place and how to get to it. You basically are coming at it from the 202 going east. You're behind South Mountain at this point. You'll be exiting on South Desert Foothills Parkway, and from the freeway to South Marketplace Way southwest, it's pretty quick. It's less than a mile, I would think. And then you hit the park. Lots of hills around here because it's right up against South Mountain. But the flying area, you'll park in this parking lot here. The flying area is this field right here, and you can recover into this area here. We'll take some measurements of the field here, starting catty corner from the edge here, and we'll go to the other edge of the field 491 feet. We'll do the same thing from the, there's a fence around the baseball field here. So if you were to look at this area as recovery area down to this part here, 500 feet. So it's basically a 500 by 500 foot square here. But again, you are able to recover into this area down here. So really, if you set up right in the middle of the field here and you have to recover way out here, you've got 1,000 feet. So it's a pretty good size, but it takes some navigation because it isn't completely square. But this is another A and B motor park, so you're going to want to stick to this area this way anyway. And flying A and B motors, unless there's a real stiff wind, you're going to be fine to recover in that spot. This is the SSS map on their website showing the flying area at Desert Foothills Park. It's pretty much the same area that I showed you. It takes out the ball field, the infield of the ball field, any of the dirt. I guess they don't want anybody on there because it's pretty nicely groomed. So the action is to get in the middle of this field here, fly your rockets with A and B motors, and you'll be fine. And someone here at Desert Foothills Park must love to fly rockets because they left this little love rock here. So that's a good sign.